Now, let me tell you a story. One day I was traveling to the village by bus, that is public means of transport. And so I did a calculation which I thought was very brilliant. Remember, my village is like 400 kilometers from Nairobi city. So I was traveling in the night. And because it was very hot, I knew I would want to drink water, during the journey. So I did a calculation and said to myself, if I drink water while on transit, I will want to visit the loos, and the bus doesn't stop anyhow. They only stop at specific point because it's a very principled company. So I said to myself, why not take water, drink a lot of water an hour before the departure time? And I thought that was very brilliant. So I took a lot of water 1 hour before the departure time. And so I waited to visit the loos before we set off. And guess what? The departure time arrived and the urge to ease myself was not there yet. So the journey began. 20 minutes into the journey, I started feeling somehow. And I said to myself, surely, how will I manage this situation, having in mind that we have just left and the buses cannot stop anyhow? So I tried to hold myself. One of the things that made me hold myself was the fact that we are more than 40 passengers in the bus. And you can imagine stopping the bus with all these people only for you as an individual to visit the loos. So this thought held me because I was wondering, what will they say about me? How will they view me? So I held myself. The journey continued up to the point I could not hold myself anymore. So I walked forward to the driver because I was seated at the back. I went and shared with the driver that, sir, I am seriously pressed and I'm requesting if you could stop somewhere so I can empty my bladder. And the driver told me, young man, we can't stop. It is not in our policy to do so. So I still held myself, and as time went by, the pressure mounted. So it got to the point when I told the driver that, sir, at the point where I am right now, it's either you stop at the nearby filling station so I can empty my bladder, or I will remove my equipment and begin irrigating the floor of this bus. And you know what? He quickly stopped at the nearby filling station. Then I ran to the washroom and came back. And so as I was going to the washroom, I discovered there are people inside the bus who are in my situation but were afraid of approaching the driver. So they also quickly ran to ease themselves. I asked myself, what held these people? Now, when I came back, no one bothered to ask me anything. So what I thought they would say about me was my own creation. I was thinking on their behalf, and in this case, I chose to think negatively. What if they would say that this is nature, the gentleman is just going for the nature, which all of us also do at different times? Now, let me tell you something that I learned out of this personal story. If you are still at the point where you know very well there is something that you can do that can change your life, but you fear doing it because of what people will say about you. You fear doing it because of the imagination of people's opinion about you that you've created in your mind. Then you are still very far from changing your life. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Success is for the courageous people. if you're still concerned about people's opinion, if you're still afraid of what people will think of you when you are changing your life, forget it. It is until you master the courage to go whatsoever, because you know very well that your life will change out of that thing and it will benefit you the right way. Go for it. And you know what? You'll be surprised that the same people that you thought would view you somehow were also waiting for an opportunity to do the same thing, but they were suffering from fear. And so your action motivates them to do the same. If you're still afraid of what people will say about you when you're doing something to change your life positively, you are still very far. Your journey is very far. Close your eyes and begin now. Thank you.